So who's a potential loser? It's Google. And where they're losing? In the messaging department. I read an article about I read article from Verge. Author was David Pierce. Google announced that it is combining two of its video calling apps, Duo and Meet, into a single platform. Pretty soon, there will be only Google Meet, and Google's hoping it can be the one calling app users need for just about everything in their lives. By bringing them both together, Google's hoping it can solve some of what ails modern communication tools. What's been really important is understanding how people make the choice as to what tool they're going to use for what purpose in what circumstance, says Javier Soltero, the head of Google Workspace. It's really important and powerful to be able to reach you that way, Soltero says, and allow you then to decide whether you want to be reached or not, as opposed to having to manage all of these different identities and deal with consequences. So they're streamlining video calling. It's not quite right to say that Google Duo is being killed though. The app, which Google originally launched in 2016 as an easy way to make one-to-one video calls, does a number of useful things that Meet doesn't. For one thing, you can call someone directly, including with their phone number, rather than relying on sending links or hitting that giant Meet button in your Google Calendar invite. Duo has always been more like FaceTime than Zoom in that sense. Google also launched an iMessage competitor, Allo, at the same time as Duo. Allo didn't turn out to be great. As the two services become one, Google is leaning on Duo's mobile app as the default. Pretty soon, the Duo app will get an update that brings an onslaught of Meet features into the platform. Later this year, the Duo app will be renamed Google Meet. The current Meet app will be called Meet Original and eventually deprecated. Also recently, Google turned off RCS ads in India. Businesses in India were bombarding Google Messages users in India with ads via RCS. I think this was a massive blow to Google's RCS efforts.